you'd like to get right to the projects, skip ahead using the chapters down below. For the rest of you, welcome to my channel, Brennen's Budget Builds. In 2017, I became a full-time student and no longer had a full-time job. This allowed me to have a lot more free time to choose the projects I wanted to work on. I have a lot better video and a lot better documentation, but there still isn't a ton. So this is the countdown list for 2017. Project number 9. We spray painted this IKEA lamp, which we affectionately named the Death Star. Project number 8. I found this mid-century chair in really bad condition at a thrift store. I learned how to use a leather repair putty. Unfortunately, there's no after photos. I also re-tacked the back. I didn't like the results and ended up getting rid of the chair in less than a year. Project number 7. This is a swag rain lamp. When you switch it on, mineral water will drip down the fishing line, and a strobe light in the top lid create an effect that ends up looking like rain. For this, I had to clean out the entire pump assembly. After putting it back and turning it on, I can see why somebody would get rid of it. It was extremely messy and collected dirt really fast, so it needed to be cleaned out after regular use. After fixing 2 tube radios the previous year, I decided I wanted to get into antique electronics repair, and I began my own company. I first started collecting wide varieties of console radios, which leads us to project number 6. This old console was really fun to work on. It just needed a bit of wiping down, and it turned right on. It also had one of the most unusual things that I've seen. It had this very unique wired controller. I have never seen anyone like it before or since. Project number 5. I called this one the Pilot Dial Radio Console. With this one, I cleaned it up quite a bit. I ended up selling this one before full restoration. It would have taken more tools than I had in order to do it properly. Project number 4. This radio console ended up sticking around a while longer. This one also had a great look to it, and the sound was amazing. I really liked the way this one cleaned up. I used a bit of Restore finish on the outside, which down the road I learned wasn't the best choice, but it still made it look really nice. Project number 3. This is a mid-century radio console. I don't remember all the details on this one, but I do remember fixing the record player. It needed a new capacitor in the wiring and a new rubber belt. After that, it was perfect. Project number 2. I found this pinball machine at a pawn shop around the corner. It wouldn't turn on when I plugged it in, but I decided to go ahead and take a chance. I did a deep clean and found a couple of loose wires. I also replaced a couple of light bulbs. I was really happy when I plugged it in and everything started working. It's about half the size of a regular pinball machine, so it was perfect for a small apartment living, and it looks really cool. And project number 1. This was my favorite project for 2017. I also found this at the same pawn shop around the corner. The owner said that it had been sitting in the shop for going on decades, and nobody had ever plugged it in. So I took it home and cleaned it up. After getting it working, I realized the sound on it was very unique. Because of the large speaker and the type of housing, music sounded really nice on it. I was really disappointed that I could only listen to the radio, and then I came up with an idea. I decided I wanted to play my own music on it, and I found a way to wire in a 2.5mm jack, along with a switch. After hardwiring a microphone input, all I had to do was play music through my iPod or phone. I decided to take it another step further and put a Bluetooth device on it, so that way I could connect from anywhere in the room. I was really happy with the result. Because of this project, it caught the attention of a local music studio owner who was really into analog recording methods. He bought this console off of me to put in his studio, and as far as I know, it's still there today. He decided to take me up on my expertise and asked me to help him set up his mostly analog recording studio. To this day, it still remains one of my favorite experiences. I even had an opportunity to shoot a short promotional video for the recording studio. So here is some of the B-roll as a bonus. Thanks for watching my countdown list. Please keep an eye out for the next video.